Okay, so translation. We are multi-language enabled. Mostly the devices rely upon captions passed through from NAV. So if you've got multi-language packs installed and you've got your service tier running under a specific locale, then that will actually be reflected on the device for the most part. That does leave certain things that don't come from Dynamics NAV that you do want to do translations for. Things like here you can see we've got user, password, login settings and exit. This isn't information that comes through from NAV. These are set values that are displayed on the buttons and whatever. But we can translate those as well, even if it's not through the language packs that NAV tends to have. We can also set a language ID for warehouse users. I think it's more normal to set a language ID on the service tier. So we've got one customer, they've got a UK database and they've got a Spanish database and they've got a German database.
I see, right.
It's more likely that they will have their service tiers running in those language codes. I think that's more likely than having mobile warehouse users mix and match, but you never know. If you've got some people working in your warehouse, maybe their English isn't their first language, or also if you've not split things out in that way, maybe you've got one big company with lots of different locations in different countries.
I see. Yes.
But you can.
So we could go to the user level and assign a different language for the device for that user.
You can do. I think it would be more likely for them to have different service tiers with different languages on. But the point is that feeds through to the device translations. Now I'm just going to translate English to English here. So the device text of login, which we've got here on the mobile screen. The language ID I'm going to pick, I can't remember whether this service tier is running in American English or not, but we'll have a go. Yo, let me in. Might be a bit big to fit on the button, but we'll have a go and log in to British English. Good day. Smiley face. There we go. So if I go out and back in again and then launch it. There we go. So my service tier is actually running in American English. So you should be able to layer this as well on top of the language packs. So even if the language pack, because sometimes some of the options can be a bit wordy and you might want to cut them down better to fit on a mobile device screen. So actually,
right, yes.
you could do that here as well. I mean, as you can see, I can go from British English to British English or US English to US English, and you can do that with everything. But you would more normally use it with things like OK buttons and cancel buttons. So things like post or close or whatever, suited to whichever language you were going to use with it.
I see.
So that's the translations. So
so it's quite flexible.
It is, yes. It is multilingual. It will work with various different language packs and in different countries.